We are following up on Wednesday's heated meeting in Marshall County. The Marshall County Commission is planning to ask the Indiana Department of Environmental Management to get rid of the Marshall County Regional Sewer District. I've been digging into what has become a very hot button topic in Marshall County. Yard signs, stickers, and car decals. A collective voice is growing louder in Marshall County with the goal of stopping the sewer project from taking shape.
A lot of people here that have already put their homes up for sale, and there's going to be a whole lot more because they can't afford it.
Connie Gibbs is a homeowner who lives on Hallam Lake, one of the neighborhoods a part of PSA 1. The sewer district is working to create a sewer system Marshall County residents would have to hook up to unless they qualified for an exemption.
My hope is that this sewer district goes away, this plan goes away. If we have a problem or our neighbors have a problem, my neighbor shouldn't have to pay for my problem. I shouldn't have to pay for their problem.
Tom McFadden is the president of the sewer board. He was appointed back in 2022 when the county voted to petition the Indiana Department of Environmental Management to create the sewer district.
Most of the lakes in Marshall County had already done this. Lake Maxinkuckee, Kuntz Lake, Pretty Lake.
McFadden says when he signed on, the county commission said they planned on allocating $2 million of American Rescue Plan funds to the sewer district. But that didn't happen. Marshall County Commissioner Jesse Bohannon says after the federal government expanded the parameters for how the money could be used, the county ultimately decided to use it for road work.
We are now being criticized for spending money for engineering and legal and financing fees, but under the federal grant process, you cannot qualify for a federal grant unless you have what's called a shovel-ready project, meaning all the plans and specifications are done, all the environmental studies are done.
The sewer district has spent over $1 million so far and borrowed around $3 million.
Up to the board as to how.
A representative with JPR, the consulting company hired by the sewer district for the project, says they are working on securing a state revolving fund loan. They say that would be a forgivable loan worth up to $5 million. At Wednesday night's Joint County Commission and County Council work session, the spending of the sewer district was a big talking point.
They have no revenue. So when you have no revenue, this is all debt. This is all debt. So you're indebting most of these people out here in this district, putting them in debt.
We just implied that that there's no way it's going to cost $80 or $70 or $80, and that we didn't get a grant, which is true. But the way it was said, it was like we would never get the grant. And that is not true at all.
Why do you think the sewer system needs to happen?
As you know, costs continue to go up. If we had put in the sewer system 5-10 years ago, the monthly cost would be a lot less than it is today. But if we're derailed for now, and when the crisis finally hits, we're trying to get ahead of the problem. We're not waiting until it becomes an emergency.
Another source of contention is how much it will cost homeowners a month for their sewer bill. According to county leaders, the original proposal was under $100. Now it could be closer to $200 a month.
And we've told people repeatedly at meetings, hey, we're not moving forward if this is not, financially feasible for the vast majority of the people, but let us do our work so we can get those grants and see if we can bring those costs down for all of us in the system.
McFadden says there is also an option to opt out. If your septic system meets the requirements, a decision up to the local health department. But County Council Vice President Nicole Cox says she's not confident many people would qualify.
If your septic system is less than 10 years old, you can file for a permit. However, they have the option to say no. And at the end of the day, to make the sewer as feasible as possible, they want as many ratepayers as they can get.
Not all the homeowners are against the plan.
We own property across from our house, across the road, and that's where our septic and our leach field are currently. If we wanted to build something there, that's keeping us from building. And then also adding on a bedroom, we were told that we would have to upgrade our septic in order for it to be a bedroom.
Allison Carruthers says the whole situation has gotten out of control.
Lots of drama. There's a lot of people who are rude and disrespectful to the people on the board, and they are just getting a lot of disrespect, and I don't think it's called for.
The meeting Wednesday night ended with a vote by the Marshall County Commissioners to petition IDEM to dissolve the sewer district.
I'm really not, and the other commissioners are not the kind of folks to sit back and let people challenge us to fix a problem and to not step up and do something about it.
McFadden sent me a statement. It reads in part, public officials should be supporting public health initiatives, not derailing them. They should be leading, not following. The district is sensitive to potential cost burden that connecting to an ultimate sewer project may pose, but the feasibility of doing so is greater than the continued use of on-site septic, and the costs also less. You can read McFadden's full statement on our website. As for what's next, the Indiana Department of Environmental Management got back to me today. They have not received the petition from the county yet, but call this situation rare.